Alright, so I bought some Morton ice melt fast acting down to negative 15 Fahrenheit. It's got salt and calcium chloride. Took this little pipe off of the condensation pipe off of my furnace. Like every HVAC installer, they take this condensation pipe and they run it out horizontal out the side of the house, and it just doesn't drain fast enough. So this puddle builds up because the pipe freezes and then it leaks out over here. So I got a funnel with some of that ice melt. Got the condensation coming out of there. I broke the pipe loose and redid it, and now I got it going through a funnel, so I have access to this pipe so I can put in ice melt like I did 3 years ago, so that I can run this stuff through the condensation pipe. It's already backed up into here from days ago, back in the new year, because right now it's January 5th, 2018, and so around New Year's, going into 2018, it backed up and froze and created this puddle. And because right there where my finger's pointing, there's a gap in between that pipe of just a little bit, maybe 2 millimeter of a gap. That's why the puddle doesn't get bigger, because it'll drain through there a little bit. So condensation is going to start coming out of this pipe here, because the furnace just started running just at the recording of this video. So we're going to see how much condensation comes out of this pipe. I'm to this point of desperation, and I guess I'm just going to have to use this as a hopper, and kind of fill this pipe, fill this funnel up at the beginning of the day. Here we go. We got condensation coming out of the pipe there for this furnace, and as you can see it trickling out. This is basically going to flush this stuff down the condensation pipe. I don't see how they can make it any worse at this point. It's like, the way this house is, the crawl space is pretty short down here. Only a few inches at this part of the house. I don't think anybody could fit underneath there. They're going to have to tear up this floor, and then they're going to have to punch over there in the concrete block a hole a few inches lower, have maybe a 45-degree elbow or something, and they're going to have to run the pipe at like a 45-degree angle, and so that the water will run out of it faster than it just being like a flat level, you know, kind of, I don't know, is there like some kind of law of the universe that says that they have to put it in like that? I mean, I know it's easier, but it just caused more problems. See, we already got like a lot more condensation dripping out of this thing. I mean, at this point, I might as well try to catch it out in buckets or something. And it's really getting annoying, you know, at this point. So anyway, I just want to point out what's going on, because this condensation is freezing up the pipe, and of course out of the exhaust. I'll show you what comes up out of the exhaust as it drips out onto the condensation pipe, because it's directly above it. And what will happen is, yeah, I got motion sensors in the house. It'll create, hey Google, set the kitchen to 100%.
You got it. Setting the kitchen brightness.
Alright, so it creates ice corn. So it looks like a big corn kernel. It just piles up on top of the condensation pipe. And so it takes a few days to get a 6 or 7 inch ice corn. So I just want to let you all know what's going on with that. Of course, and let my pipes drain. It's just, negative 3 degrees Fahrenheit on some of these days, and it's been substantially below freezing since the fourth week of December 2017.